They come up to me and try to stop me, like calm me down. He used to have lots of fights when we first started the circle, but now he's only having the odd one.
Yeah, he's doing better in his work and doing better in the playground and not fighting now.
Ben has a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, and the main area of need is his communication skills with other children, so understanding of children's emotions and empathy and communicating his feelings to others. When he was in his previous year, he was having lots of problems, particularly around playtimes, getting into lots of fights and not really knowing how to sort of get himself out of trouble. Circle of Friends is a peer support group, and the whole aim of it is to actually get the children to take the responsibility for supporting each other rather than something that's directed by adults.
Circle of Friends is where help people come down and help them with the work. Welcome to Ben's Circle of Friends.
Ben was chosen as the focus child because at the time he was having lots of incidents with fighting, and a lot of that stemmed from misunderstanding and him not understanding other children and they not understanding him. Mandy spoke to all the other children in the class about problems that if they'd noticed Ben was having any during playtimes and things like that, and if anybody would like to help him.
And we thought that if we had a circle for him, it would help him to talk about some of those issues that he got, and for some strategies from some of the other children who could come up with ideas.
It's for Ben, and we're trying to help him with his behaviour. We talk about what's gone well for him, what's not gone so well, then we decide what the plan of action is going to be.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Hello, how are you?
We usually do it every Wednesday, and all of us get in a circle and then we start it off by smiling. So it makes Ben jolly.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Brandon.
Right, good morning everyone. And we haven't had a circle for a few weeks. This will be the first meeting for Ben as he's now in year 6. So we just thought we'd have a review and see how things are going for Ben. So what can we say has gone well for you since you've been back to school in year 6?
I've been doing well in all the subjects. And
All the subjects, good.
yeah, and I've been playing well.
When you say playing well, is this playtimes on the playground? Yeah. Who are your friends on the playground at the moment?
Harley, Connor and Jordan.
Right, yeah. And have you had any problems at all? Everything's really good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben used to be upset the first few meetings we had because he felt, oh, I've got to revisit everything that's gone on, and also I might be in trouble. So we felt that giving a circle to Ben would make him feel more confident to talk about his emotions.
I'm good at certain things, really. Like, I'm good at maths, but I'm not good at remembering things.
Sometimes he doesn't feel like he wants to, but I think that's an issue with how Ben is, because some of the people in the group will speak up for him anyway.
Should we focus on what's gone well? Does anybody know what's gone well for Ben then?
He's been doing well in reading comprehension.
He's been doing well in his reading, okay?
He's been joining in more in maths.
In maths? Right, okay. What kind of things has he been doing in maths?
And we've been doing like division and stuff.
He got a 4C in his maths test. He's been seeming happier,
Brilliant.
and I think he's got a lot more friends now.
Do you?
Right, you've made new friends.
He's having less and less fights all the while.
Good, that's good. That's really positive, Ben, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay.
He's been more confident in himself.
And you can tell that by the way
Yeah.
that Ben is? Yeah. Do you mean just in lessons or on the playground?
Both.
Both. That's brilliant. Well done. Thank you.
We ask for volunteers and we have to try really hard not to go for, right, well, you're good and you're well behaved. We want to pick you because obviously as it carries on, some of the times the children that are not the focus child, it has more impact on them.
Some of the things that helped me has helped everyone else as well. It pointed me in the right direction. I like it because I can get to help someone. He's walking away from like fights when people are trying to. He keeps on walking away. Well, it's helped me to calm down and learn some more things.
If something's about to start on the playground, what do we say to him?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
We try and emphasise on that certain things have gone well for him so that it's not all negative, but obviously we do have to talk about the things that haven't gone so well.
So, do you feel, Ben, there's any issues, anything that you've not felt happy about at all?
No, not really.
Not really? You feel there isn't anything at the moment?
Yeah.
Good, that's a good feeling, thank you. Jasmine?
In fitness, kept on trying to hit him all the while. Because kept on calling it Ben's team losers because they just lost in the game what we was playing.
Thank you, Jasmine.
I was going up to the line. He came up to me, started shouting losers, and then started hitting me.
Right, and what did you do?
So I was trying to stop him.
Okay, did you tell an adult?
I was on the ground. I couldn't get up.
You couldn't get up. Did someone see it? Did an adult
Yeah.
see it, a teacher?
Yeah.
And what happened after?
He took him off me, and we said sorry to each other.
Was he getting angry with you and you were feeling the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But then you apologised to each other. And has it been okay since?
Yeah.
When we first started the meetings, he couldn't remember anything that was brought up. He'd say, I can't remember.
He's been swearing.
Oh. Then? You remember swearing at all?
No.
No.
And his body language would actually change. His shoulders would slump, his bottom lip would go, and his hands, he'd start fidgeting with his hands. But he is better now, and he knows that if he talks about things, sometimes it does help.
Do you think you should be swearing?
No.
No. What could you do instead of swearing? What else could Ben do instead of swearing?
Count to 10.
Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ben is really opening up to the idea of talking about his feelings and solving his problems by explaining how he feels, by admitting there is a problem, and then letting others help him solve his problems rather than sitting there trying to deal with them all himself, getting himself worked up, and then the result is a fight or an incident, or he can't handle something and loses concentration in class. And it's a life skill that he's going to be able to take with him, or to have the confidence to go and speak about his problems, to understand that it's okay to have these feelings, it's okay to be cross or upset, but it's just about how we deal with them.
There was a bad playtime, everyone was fighting, and there was a group of lads who had been fighting, and Ben was sitting with the rest of them.
Ben was part of this group of children that had been in trouble for fighting.
I was just seeing what was going on, and then everyone around him got in trouble.
And were you involved at all? Do you remember?
You did? No, not really. I can't remember any of that. I can just write down his problems and the good things he used to do. And then there's a column for what he got out of the day, like 10 out of 10 and stuff.
It's really important that adults don't jump in. We took the decision to do the Circle of Friends with the teaching assistants as the sort of facilitators. The children were less reluctant to admit to certain things when it wasn't the class teacher. They also to look out for each other, and I think for Ben, he feels like he's got some friends and that he's not on his own with things.
I've been more friendly with Ben than I used to be
with him.
They keep an eye on me. Me and Claire used to go up to him to see what was going on before we tried to barge in on them, because sometimes it was just a game, but it looked like they was fighting.
I think sometimes they can see that they're having similar problems to Ben. So if the strategies are put forward to Ben, I think they can use them as well.
Help me work out my problems and stuff. When I'm in a row with my mates, I usually walk away and get to my other mates.
It's not worth it.
Count to 10.
Tell teacher, walk away.
And we find that if they don't have the strategies to deal with a problem, then it just carries on and very often escalates into something that gets out of control, and we end up dealing with behaviour rather than focusing on teaching and learning.
Focus.
They came up with, can we give him a sign? Can we point and say, do this, Ben? And we said, well, we don't want to point, what can we do? And then Helen knew the Makaton sign. So she says, well, there is a sign called focus. So we all practiced that and all the children practiced it. And so then it became the focus sign for Ben in class.
I think it's been good for Ben because it's helped him with his work and to concentrate.
As we moved on, we found that the problems and the incidences lessened, and Ben was quite comfortable for his circle to carry on using the strategies, but didn't need the formal meeting every week. So we moved it then to every 2 weeks. Then it went to every 4 weeks, then every half term, until last year we decided that Ben didn't need the meetings all the time, and if he wanted to carry on with his circle of friends, we could just reconvene that, and that's what we chose to do this year when we found a few incidents had started to occur and he was having problems settling into his new class.
The people in his class he don't really know that much because he's just gone into his new class, so that might be the reason why he's fighting.
Right, okay. How do you feel about being in a class with different children now?
I feel fine, really.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Do we think that some of the people who are in Ben's new class don't know that Ben has a circle and doesn't know some of the issues that Ben might have sometimes?
Some people don't know that we've got a circle of friends upstairs.
We may have to look at some ways we could talk to them
Yeah.
so that they're aware really of how Ben is sometimes.
Tell them that he's being bullied all the while and he just needs some friends to help him out.
I think the main benefit is that they get to improve their tolerance and understanding, and that's something that in today's society, inclusive society, inclusive school, is really important.
It's made me more happy and calm.
Now we started the circle of friends, he's been handling his behaviour better than he was before.
I think I'm not really sure what might happen. Anything might happen, really. Focus.